one night and someone had actually messaged us and said, you guys are nominated for the Prowler Awards.
Oh, that's right.
And we were like, what's the Prowler Awards? Because we literally had no idea about any award show. And we started looking into it, and then, we actually attended that. That was our first award show.
That was sort of our first experience of
Into the
being
industry,
around like-minded people. Yeah, sort of people that are open and talking about it, and it was a big boost for us to meet people down there in the UK and realise that it wasn't just something that we were doing. It was supposed to be secretive and nobody knows about. And I think from we stopped really caring about other people's opinion.
Yeah, that was when it all changed.
Definitely, and that's what I was actually going to say when we googled ourselves and sort of seen some pictures a couple of weeks into doing it. It was sort of a big shock to each other, and it was the way we sort of handled things like that, and from getting our first couple of messages of other people finding out while we still thought it was a secretive thing, the support that we sort of gave each other, and understanding of how it affected both of us different, says a lot about, I think, our relationship, because I know previously there's not many people that are sort of understanding of each other as much as what we are, I think.
No, it's being in the adult industry is very different and very isolating. And as you were saying, I think as soon as you go to the conferences and the conventions and meet all these incredible, open-minded, proud, strong people, it makes a huge difference.
Definitely.
About yourself. With having your full relationship on camera, how do you think that's how has it affected it? I know I said before, how is this different to past relationships, but knowing that you have the world book, how's that affected you as a couple? Do you feel like it's made you stronger, or has it put extra barriers in the way?
I think it's definitely made us stronger. At the start, when no one knew and it was a secret, I think there was a lot of tension in our relationship, just because we didn't want people finding out, and maybe when Callum wanted to tell people, I didn't, and vice versa. So that was the difficult part. And then when people found out, I think it was so much easier. Our relationship grew so much stronger, and we just get on so well.
And so now, is there, because it does absolutely sound as though it's so kind of unplanned, started off like a bit of fun, camming, and as you say, things just snowballed, it sounds, and then, that you were up for awards and that people were kind of Googling you and, recognising you and wanting to watch your work. I wonder now for you both, do you kind of, as a kind of team in the relationship, kind of look forward in terms of what next, or you're enjoying the ride as you go along, basically?
I think we're always looking to what's next.
Definitely.
You can never just keep your eye on the same thing.
No, I think that, so as Leah introduced us at the start as 2 years, it's actually sort of been coming up for 3 years now.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty crazy. But the first 2 years, it was, we were enjoying the snowball. It was, and finding the balancing act, it was so much fun. We were enjoying what we're doing, and it is still a lot of fun. But I think in the last sort of year, we've become almost more business headed. I think I've matured a lot in the past couple of years, definitely. And I think as a couple, we're now, as a couple, we're now sort of looking forward. We have some things planned that we're not ready to announce yet, but we're hopefully going to be able to do that in the next couple of months.
Giving us a teaser.
Yeah. So that's something that
we've been working on for a little bit.
exciting. Very exciting times.
And I guess because you're in a relationship, again, it's that challenge of I'm imagining that one of you might say, look, I've got this idea, and then the other one might go,
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it's the thing about, it just, relationships, as I say, are tough, even to who's taking out the trash or who's doing the sweeping or the hoovering to, you guys have really got to kind of pick apart.
Yeah.
Relationships.
I was thinking about things they were going to do on camera. Who's putting what in whose mouth tonight?
No.
Oh my God, that's the conversation we have every time before we go on cam. Right, who's having it?
This is take.
It's a lot to kind of discuss, isn't it?
Yeah,
Of course.
it's fun though. Like we said, relation develop, but I don't always feel like I'm doing it with a partner. I feel like I'm doing it with my best friend a lot of the time. All the stuff that we're doing, I think that's really sort of important and to have, because I don't know, like it's always so much fun. I didn't really pick anyone else to do this stuff or to go through this stress. Like it's brought a lot of maybe stuff out in a relationship that you would maybe need to be in sort of a lot of long term, and we experienced them problems, issues at the start.
Yeah, one thing I say is like people say like 2 weeks on Love Island. We could have done that like 2 years ago.
I know we haven't actually spent. It probably sounds unhealthy, but we haven't like spent longer than like
a full day apart.
a full day apart. Yeah, like longer than 24 hours. We always end up back with each other.
I would have killed someone. I would have literally.
Oh, they would have killed you.
Oh, they would have killed you.
Like, he goes up with his parents, and I'll go to mine, and like I don't know, we'll just end up still staying with each other, or it's crazy.
I
I
think
wouldn't have it any other way.
that's lush. So we're going to wrap up very, very, very soon. But can you briefly, in a few words, give any advice to any performers that are in a couple and thinking about getting into the camming industry together?
I would sort of be from the start. Be prepared to be open to sort of to being exposed. It's not something that I think can fully be kept secret ever. And to have the conversations at the start. You need to understand what each other's willing to do, and sort of support each other, because at the beginning there was some things that neither of us wanted to sort of do, and the other one did, and now it's sort of things that we both do and enjoy. So just sort of enjoy it and support each other through it, because that's what you have, each other.
I would just say, like, don't feel pressured by anyone else. Just do you, and if you do you're going to make it somehow. Like, don't do what you don't feel comfortable with, and don't let others make you feel that way.
Sort of do what makes you happy.
Yeah,
That's what
just
we
do what makes you happy.
Do what you enjoy. That's what we do.
Best advice for anything.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy.
And communication, I think you guys are so clearly saying as ever, communication as in in relationships.
Yeah. And that's not something that maybe you have overnight. It's something that you
can build
and work on. Yeah.
Okay, I think we are.
Yeah. So that beautifully brings us to the end of the show, and I think that advice was perfect. Huge thanks for coming on and talking to us, and how much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's great to talk to you. I look forward to seeing you soon, hopefully.
If anyone wants to follow Callum and Cole, their Twitter is Callum and Cole 94. Go online, check them out. They're beautiful, and I love them. And as always, thank you for listening to Pineapple Talk. And if you want to hear about more about Pineapple Support, go to the Pineapple Support website, which is pineapple-support.org.
And we are Society at Society Bites Radio.
Check them out.
Thank you. Bye.